with every one of these things I'm going to say, I'm going to challenge us to just give it a week. So I'm asking you to just give me a week to just try these things that I'm asking you, and I promise you will be different. And by a week, I mean 7 days straight, okay? The first habit is a gratitude journal entry a day. So the first 3 days, say you get a notebook like this. All I'm asking you to do is take 5 minutes to just fill up half of the page, okay? So the first 3 days, all you have to do is just fill up half the page. The last 4 days, try to fill up the whole page. You'll find that the more you do this, the more you think of to be grateful for. First, your mind isn't necessarily used to it, but as you get more used to it, you'll become more accustomed to doing it. So spending 5 to 10 minutes in the morning writing in a gratitude journal for a week, guys. 7 days, that's all I'm asking. So the point of this is to reframe your mind, to focus on the positive, and to wake up thinking about all of your blessings and everything that you're grateful for, because eventually when it does become a habit, you will wake up a much happier person, and you'll find that you're actually really excited to write entries into your journal. And it doesn't have to be legible, just something that you can read. And I honestly wouldn't spend more than 5 minutes doing this, but it will really change you when you do decide to seriously engage in this habit. So the first habit is a gratitude journal entry for the first 5 minutes of your morning. Those who you surround yourself with, they do eventually and dynamically impact you, whether you realize it or not. So this exercise isn't to lie to me. It's not, no one else will see this. Only me and you are watching this video. Well, only you are watching this video of me. So we're gonna engage in an exercise. So I want you to grab a piece of paper, pause this video real quick, and go find paper and something to write with. Don't worry, you won't be writing long. You won't be even writing full sentences. So yeah, this will be easy, okay? But just get something to write with. If you don't want to get something to write with, get your phone. But just get something. You got it? All right. So now I want you to make a list of 1 to 5. On those numbers 1 through 5, I want you to write the people that you are around the most, the people that influence you the most, the people that you listen to the most. And what's interesting, this can be either a actual person around you, or a virtual or online person, or a TV person. Someone that you continually talk to on a regular and ongoing basis, or that you continually listen to on a regular or ongoing basis. So for instance, say you watch a TV show every day and you watch it mainly for this particular character, list that character. Or say you watch a particular YouTube channel every day to listen to what someone has to say, you could put that as well. And then of course the people around you, so who you talk to the most, it can be voluntary or involuntary interactions. So it could be a coworker. Even if you don't have a choice of being around them, if you find that you talk to them every day and it's kind of like you're around them the most and you're very close to them just because of work, still put that. And of course family members, friends, acquaintances, frenemies, whatever you want to put, the top 5 people that you are around the most. God doesn't count, only actual people count, okay? So now that we have the 5 people, I want you to put a dash next to their name, and you're gonna write yes or no. I'm gonna ask you 3 questions, and for each one you have to answer yes or no. There's no maybe, there's no I don't know, there's no in between. You have to answer yes or no, okay? You ready? First question. Are they at, or are they currently aspiring for a level that you are trying to reach in your life? So are they currently at or aspiring for a level that you are trying to reach in your life? And this doesn't just have to do with success. This has to do with emotional maturity. It has to do with where they are in life, with how they view themselves, with how they treat their people around them, with their financial situation as well, with their mental situation, with everything. Are they where you want to be, or are they currently aspiring for where you want to be? It's either yes or no for each person. Do they pour into you positively? Lastly, have you become a better person from being around them? Well, you should have 5 people with 3 answers next to their name. Are they aspiring to be or currently at where you want to be at? First question. Second question, are they pouring into you positively? Third question, have they caused you to become a better person? This will determine whether or not you should stay around these people. If it is, the reason I did 3 questions, if it is majority no, so no outweighs the yes, then they are not necessarily the best for your life or your growth. But if the answers are majority yes or all the way yes, then they definitely are great for your life and you definitely should keep them. But it's worth thinking about, and it's worth engaging in this activity continuously with whoever comes in your circle to think about how they are pouring into you and if they will positively affect you in the long run. Because yeah, it can be fun to have these short-term, somewhat negative or draining relationships, but in the long run, will you thank yourself for surrounding yourself with the people that you are right now? And will you thank yourself for the habits that you have right now, or will you look back wishing you had done something differently? Now let's move on to media. So by media, I mean social media, I mean TV, I mean anything where it's images being poured into your head that you engage in on a regular basis. Really think about if it's positively or negatively impacting you. And a lot of us like to think it's neither, it's just a form of entertainment, but it's actually either one or the other. Either it's positively pouring into your life or it's negatively pouring into your life. Social media. If you're following people that are not necessarily speaking to you positively, and that they're having these negative, somewhat pessimistic, somewhat angry posts, and they're speaking of things that you don't want to be like in your life or that are not adding to your life, take a week to take a break from that. And you don't even have to unfollow them, but you can either not look at social media or take some time to look for pages that post positivity. If you find that you regularly watch the news or any sort of programs that are not necessarily positively speaking to you or your spirit, take some time to take a break from that. And a week is not long, guys. You'll find that it'll go by very fast, what I'm asking you to do. Okay, next is music. So this one was hard for me because I generally like R&B music. I like, the sort of music that comes on R&B hip hop radio, and that was my go-to for the longest. But I took some time to really analyze the messages in the song and what that was feeding my spirit. And the reason that this is so important is because it's so easy for us to say, oh, it's just a song, it's just music, I just like the beat, it doesn't affect me like that. But all music definitely affects you like that. And if you want to think about it, why do you think people listen to certain music to put them in a certain mood? For example, when someone's working out, they listen to really upbeat, really fast, kind of like hype music to get them in a certain beat. Well, some people do. And if you want to be in a chill mood, some people have the jazz, the sort of slow type music. If you want to be in a romantic mood, there is romantic and like bedroom music to put you in that mood. Music definitely impacts your mood. It impacts who you are currently in that state. And it impacts your state of mind. But even more than that, music impacts your thought process. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that our conscious mind understands the song forward, but our subconscious mind understands the song backward. So even more than just what we think we're listening to, your spiritual and subconscious mind also is listening to that music with you. And if it's not something that's necessarily positive, I guarantee you it's most likely negative. And it's not something that you would want to be putting into your spirit. So this is actually a lot more serious than people realize and that people try to portray. But the reason that, for that reason, I decided to eliminate a lot of the music I was used to listening to a lot of the music that comes on the radio, and I don't feed that to my spirit anymore. And when I stopped feeding my spirit that sort of music that I thought was just like popular, I thought was just sounded good, it had a good beat, it was just fun to listen to and drive to and dance to, it changed me. It changed my spirit. And that's why I can testify that the music you listen to, it definitely does impact who you are in the short term and in the long term. So I would challenge you, like we said, we're just doing a week, for a week, not to listen to your regular playlist if it is something that you look at and you see it's not necessarily adding to you positively. And you have to be the personal judge of that, but you generally know if something is adding to you positively or adding to you negatively. So the next question is, okay, Rachel, what do I listen to if I'm not listening to none of my music that I generally like? Try to find songs that have the same sort of beat or melody that you like, but also have a sort of message that is good for you. For example, I found I would tend to be more attracted to R&B, jazz, sometimes hip hop sort of beats. And when I started finding music that had that same sort of beats, that was having a positive message and that was speaking to me in a better way, I was also enjoying listening to that music. It was enjoyable for me and it was contributing to me. Some of the songs that I have found that I personally like that are great playlists, so I'll just insert that in the description box below of the video so you guys can try out some of those songs. I'll also have the link if you want to listen and just give it a try. The last weekly habit that I want us to have, I generally do what is called the general's tent, which is a goal setting habit, but instead of seeing yourself as just floating through every day and just floating through life, I want us for a week to give our life a purpose. So basically I want you to sit today, whenever you're watching this video, you can do it on the same paper that you wrote the 5 people on if you want, or something else. But I want you to write for the end of this week, what do you want to accomplish? After these 7 days, what do you want to have gotten done? And I don't just mean everyday activities like wake up, eat, go to work, come home, feed the dog, play with the kids. No, I mean like actual goals. For me, I make goals in every aspect. So spiritually, who I want to become, financially, where I want to be, mentally, where I want to be. For example, for my week, I make a goal for me to watch at least 5 motivational videos from people I see as mentors or from positive people who are definitely impacting my life for the better. Spiritually, I like to read, and mentally, I like to read every day, reading the Bible, also reading a book. I like to read a book in a week, so by the end of the week, I want to have at least 1 book completed, and I want to be able to think about it and see how it can better my life and who I am as a person. Physically, what in every category of your life do you want to accomplish? And then breaking that down, how do you want to accomplish that? What can you do each day so you can accomplish those end goals by the end of this week? And remember to make it realistic, guys. This is only a week, but if you want to extend this, what I do is 90-day goals, 60-day goals, 30-day goals, and from my 30-day goals that are based on my 90-day goals, I make daily goals. And that is how I keep track of my day. We could do a whole separate video on goal setting if you guys do want to do that, but all of us have generally different goal setting methods and ways, so I'm not going to push mine. But yeah, so guys, I am so ready for this weekly challenge. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. I hope that we can grow together because I have definitely grown from challenging myself to engage in these activities. Yeah, thank you so much for watching though. Let me know what you plan to do and if this has helped you or spoke to you in any way. And let me know at the end of this week how it's going for you, or just throughout this week how it's going and what you have been doing, what you're doing differently, how something is impacting you. If you like the gratitude journal and you like the positivity from TV and social media and you like setting new goals and you like the new music that you find and you listen to, just, oh, and the people, man, the people too. So it's a lot I asked of you guys, but honestly it's because I know that you guys can do it. Like I said, I believe in you, therefore I challenge you on the level of someone I believe in. I hope that you can challenge yourself as well. So yeah, I hope I inspired some more action, some motivation. We got this, guys. We can do this. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Have an amazing day or night. Bye.